Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata44. You may remember that Hridaya was learning archery from the great Bhargava. Fate thought the time of peace and contentment that Hridaya was enjoying should be brought to an end. Fate is indeed willful, gifted with a perverse sense of humor. Fate can laugh when victims weep, is happy only when someone is hurt by a terrible hand. It was so in the case of Hridaya. His education was now complete. Bhargava had taught him all the astras, even the Brahmastra and the powerful Bhargavastra. It was nearing the time of the departure of Hridaya. Bhargava was giving him his final piece of advice. He said, "I have been very happy all these days. It was a pleasure to teach you archery. I have given you all the wealth of knowledge that I have. I'm proud to have had you as my disciple. You are very honest, fond of those who are elder to you, always eager to walk in the path of righteousness. You must use the knowledge you have acquired in upholding Dharma. You must never use it in an unrighteous cause." The sun had now reached the high heavens. The heat was unbearable. The great Bhargava wanted to rest under the shade of a tree. He said, "Go to the ashram and bring me a roll of deerskin for a pillow. I'm feeling tired. I would like to rest while under this tree." "My lord," said Hridaya, "I am here. I will sit down and you can use my lap as a pillow. Can I not do this small service to the greatest of men?" Bhargava was pleased with his devotion. So under the tree they rested, Hridaya with his guru's precious head on his lap. His mind was wandering through the maze of words which his guru had spoken now. His guru had called him an honest man. Was he honest? Perhaps not. Hridaya had told him that he was a Brahmin when he was not. But then that was the only way he could get learning for which he yearned with all his soul. The wise said that the end justifies the means. His aim was to acquire knowledge. For that he had spoken an untruth. A lie was a sin if it was used to achieve something sinful. But he had not tried to commit any sin. His lie would certainly be forgiven. Thoughts like these chased each other in his troubled mind. Some time passed. Suddenly, Hridaya felt something stinging him in the thigh. The pain was unbearable. Without disturbing his guru, he bent down to see what was hurting him. He saw that it was an insect. It was dreadful to look at. It looked like a little pig. It was a very small image of a pig. But it had a sharp snout. The snout seemed to be made of steel. It felt so hard. This snout was embellished with several rows of teeth. It felt as though a steel saw was filing into his flesh. Hridaya could not remove it. It was steadily plowing through his skin. The pain was intolerable. But what could he do? His guru was sleeping, resting his head on his lap, and it was not right to disturb his sleep. Racked by the terrible pain, patient Hridaya sat unmoved. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.